they said. We've got a challenge for you. We've got a bet. Oh, yeah, says I, pretending I'm not interested, you know. You want to hear this? They said. You will. I know your bets. Always stacked against the likes of me. Oh, no. This is different. You've never heard anything like this, because you'll never do it. It can't be done. Well, it was like I'd been waiting to hear those words, waiting to be given permission. No, that's not it. To be given a kick up the arse. The bet is that we can't build a plane, a Wellington, a bloody great bomber. And not just build it in 30 hours from start to takeoff. That's why they said we'll never do it. So they round up all the women and the invalids and the old men, all the ones who are no use for the war. Nothing makes me madder than being told I'm no use. So I say, all right, I'll give it a go. Because there's a war on, and, to be honest, because it's a lot more exciting than my job at the co-op. Bored to death I am. So they get us girls in, and a lot of us aren't girls no more neither. And I didn't know one end of a screwdriver from another back then. I do now. Built of steel. Me. After that. My mum, she says, I don't want you doing that. It's not right. It's not a job for women. And what about the kiddies? Yeah. I look her in the eye and I say, Mum, there's a war on. Imagine, just imagine, looking up at the skies and seeing a plane flying off to fight those bastards that took George, and knowing that I made that plane. I helped make it. Or imagine looking up at the empty skies and thinking, well, I could have helped make it, but me own mum wouldn't look after her own grandkids. She shuts her gob then. We made a plane. We made a war plane. All of us who'd been cleaners and shop workers and maids and dressmakers and too old or no use. Well, look at us now, making a bloody plane. I can't sleep for 3 days beforehand. I'm that worried. Here's how we do it. They take us into the aircraft hangar and we look at these enormous things. These beasts. And I think, there's no way on earth, nothing on earth is going to make this happen on time. In 30 hours. Sit there in rows, like naughty kids, giggling a bit because it all seems so strange. How can we build a plane? And then the clock is set. Yeah, they bring in a massive clock on a stand. The timer starts. Nothing much at stake here, girls. our gaffer says. Only national pride and winning the war and avenging our own people. I stop giggling then. She's right. We're off. We stitch the linen carapace, 8 stitches to the inch, or the wind could get it and rip the seams open. We drive the roof cranes that shift the wings and tail fins into position. We install the electrics and yeah, I do part of that. Me. And now I can start to see the skeleton of this great creature that's gonna lift off. Go up there into all that nothingness. Up there! It's impossible. We'll never do it. It'll never take off, surely. Oh. I've never been in a plane. None of us have. It's not something we'll ever do. We're just ordinary people. This is the closest I'll ever get. Oh. So, for just 1 minute, for one sneaky minute, I step inside the belly of the beast. It's like being inside a whale, or a dinosaur, or something in a dream, or a nightmare. All ribs and wire, and wind screaming in and out of the yawning gaps. We can't do it. We'll never do it. I want to run back home and say, Mum, you were right. Now give me back my kids and forget it ever happened. But I think of George and how he said to me before he went that last time, if anything happens to me, you go on. You go on. And I don't know. But something inside me starts to rage and simmer and settle and click like the gears and the workings of the big beast. We can do this. The clock's ticking down now. We swarm to slot together its body, to assemble the engine, to tightly sew its fabric shell. We work like one seething mass. We fit the propellers to the wings. It's coming together so fast, we start laying bets about whether we'll beat our target. Oh, I'd bloody love that. But I mustn't tempt fate. 2 hours later, the landing wheels are installed, each one 4.5 feet high. Not much smaller than me, and weighing 300 pounds. Can you work through the night? Our gaffer asks. She says, would your fella mind if he could see you now? He'd be proud, I say, 'cause I'm going nowhere till this is done. None of us are. Nothing could stop us. Nothing would make me go home. I don't care how tired I am. For it's flying we are. The speed we work at now. Our fingers over the fabric, over the steel. In formation, high as kites. I'm only 5 foot, but I'll always be big now. Always as sky tall as this plane. We work through the night. My fingers burn, my back's bent double. But when I stretch, I can see the stars in the sky. And I think, this beast we build, it'll be up there. Whoever's in it will be up there, in the clouds and the black and the blue, and the sun will come up. One day, it will come up again, won't it? It's as if nothing else has ever mattered as much. And maybe nothing ever will again. In the last long hours, we stretch the Irish linen that we've bloodied our hands sewing, and we give the beast its clothes for its journeys. For maybe only one journey ever, who knows? And while we do it, while we make the plane, we sing. May it be lucky, may it be safe, may it go lucky, may it go safe. Us girls and invalids and old men and all those who are no use, we sing. May it be lucky, may it be safe, may it go lucky, may it go safe. And we sew and we stretch and we sing our words into the beast, so it may be lucky, so it may go safe, so it may stay safe for whoever flies it. We wait until the pilot gets into it. Covered in their overalls and helmet and goggles, they don't even look like a human. But they give us the thumbs up when they're sat in our cockpit. Our cockpit that we made with our hands. Work has progressed so fast, the pilot has had to be woken from slumber for its maiden flight. I hope to God they haven't missed anything, she muttered. The record? Yes, they broke it, those workers. They said they'd build a bomber in their spare time in 30 hours. They didn't do it in 30 hours. Its wheels lifted from the ground in exactly 24 hours and 48 minutes. I never knew who flew it, our beast. Never knew their name. I'd like to have known who they were, what they looked like, how they felt when they climbed into what we made with our bloodied fingers and our bent backs. I'd like to know if they made it back, if they slipped the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on silvered wings one more time. I'd just like to know. But I tell you one thing, there was no going back to the co-op then, not anymore. Not after that.
You'll never do it, it can't be done. You'll never do it can't be done. Nothing makes me madder than being told I'm no use. Nothing makes me madder, nothing on earth. I'm only 5 foot tall, just 5 foot high. only 5 foot tall, just 5 foot high, but I'll always be sky tall. I'll always be sky tall, sky high.